Welcome to our discussion on legal and ethical frameworks, the foundation of responsible business operations. Today, we'll explore how businesses navigate complex environments with both integrity and compliance at the forefront. Let's begin by examining the key business laws that form the essential legal structures for business operation. These are the fundamental legal frameworks that every business must understand and operate within successfully. First, we have corporate laws, which are absolutely essential for business formation and management. These laws govern how companies are created, how they operate day-to-day, and even how they dissolve when necessary. Next, we encounter contract laws, which provide the framework for business agreements. These rules establish how agreements between parties are formed and ensure they remain legally enforceable. We also have labor laws, which play a crucial role in protecting workforce rights. These regulations ensure fair wages, safe working conditions, and protect employee rights comprehensively. Intellectual property laws protect the valuable creations that businesses develop over time. These laws safeguard inventions, brands, trademarks, and all types of creative works from unauthorized use. Finally, consumer protection laws ensure fair market practices for customers. These regulations guarantee fair products and services while providing strong protection for consumer rights. Now let's explore why business compliance matters so much for sustainable operations. Compliance forms the essential foundation for responsible and sustainable business practices long-term. Legal protection is the first major benefit of maintaining proper compliance. This significantly reduces the risk of legal disputes, potential penalties, and costly fines for violations. Maintaining reputation is another critical advantage of compliance for businesses. Strong compliance enhances trust among customers, investors, and regulatory authorities alike. Attracting investment becomes much easier when businesses demonstrate compliance. Investors naturally prefer businesses that operate within legal frameworks and demonstrate compliance. Minimizing risks is a fundamental benefit of maintaining proper business compliance. Compliance helps identify and mitigate various operational and financial risks proactively. Ethical business practices align closely with maintaining proper compliance standards. This ensures fair treatment of all stakeholders while maintaining high ethical standards. In India, several regulatory bodies serve as guardians of business compliance. These organizations act as the primary guardians ensuring business compliance across various sectors. The MICA, or Ministry of Corporate Affairs, oversees corporate governance matters. This body regulates corporate activities, handles company registration, and ensures proper governance standards. SEBI, the Securities and Exchange Board, manages securities markets. SEBI oversees stock exchanges, protects investor interests, and ensures fair market practices consistently. The GST Council handles taxation matters for businesses across India. This council implements GST regulations and guides businesses on proper tax calculation and payment. Consumer protection councils ensure adherence to consumer laws nationwide. These bodies ensure compliance with consumer protection laws and provide platforms for complaint resolution. The Labor Department enforces workplace regulations and protections. This department enforces labor laws covering employee rights, fair wages, and workplace safety standards. Now, let's examine the significant risks of non-compliance that businesses face. Understanding these potential repercussions is crucial for any business operation and planning. Legal penalties represent the most immediate consequence of non-compliance. These can include substantial fines, financial penalties, and even operational suspension orders. For example, tax evasion can lead to significant financial penalties and legal consequences. Reputation damage can have long-lasting effects on business viability and success. This often results in loss of customer trust and declining market share over time. For instance, public backlash from consumer fraud can devastate a company's reputation. License revocation represents one of the most severe compliance consequences. This results in the inability to operate legally within the intended business sector. For example, a food establishment could lose its health license due to violations. Increased legal costs often follow compliance failures and violations. These include substantial litigation expenses and settlement costs that impact profitability. For instance, lawsuits over labor or intellectual property breaches can be extremely costly. Finally, let's discuss protecting your creations through intellectual property rights. Intellectual property rights provide legal protections for unique creations and innovations, granting creators exclusive control over their work while preventing unauthorized use. These rights foster innovation, creativity, and investment by safeguarding inventions, brands, and artistic expressions throughout the business world. Let's explore the main types of intellectual property that protect various forms of innovation and creativity. These legal protections are essential for safeguarding innovation and creativity in today's competitive business environment. First, we have patents, which provide important protection for new inventions and technological advancements. Patents grant exclusive rights for new inventions, typically lasting for a period of 20 years from filing. Next, trademarks serve as distinctive identifiers in the marketplace for products and services. Trademarks protect distinctive signs, logos, or brand names that help consumers identify specific companies. Copyrights represent another crucial category of intellectual property protection. Copyrights protect original works of authorship, including literary works, artistic creations, and software programs. Trade secrets form another important type of intellectual property protection. Trade secrets encompass confidential business information that provides companies with a competitive advantage. Finally, design protection covers the aesthetic aspects of products. Design rights protect the visual appearance and aesthetic appeal of manufactured products and items. Now, let's examine the 6 essential elements that make a contract legally valid and enforceable. Understanding these elements is crucial for building legally binding agreements that protect all parties. The foundational elements form the basic structure of any valid contract. Offer and acceptance requires a clear proposal from one party and agreement from the other party. Intention to create legal relations means both parties must intend for their agreement to be legally binding. Consideration involves the exchange of something valuable between the contracting parties. Ensuring fairness and legality completes the requirements for valid contracts. Capacity to contract means parties must be legally competent, including being of proper age and sound mind. Legality of purpose requires that the contract's objective must be lawful and not violate any laws. Free consent means agreement must be given without coercion, fraud, or undue influence from either side. When contracts are breached, there are several legal remedies available to address the situation. These legal recourse options help parties recover from unfulfilled agreements and contract violations. Damages represent the most common remedy for contract breaches. Damages provide monetary compensation for the actual losses incurred due to the contract breach. The aim of damages is to restore the injured party to their original financial position before the breach. Specific performance offers an alternative to monetary compensation in certain cases. Specific performance involves a court order requiring the breaching party to fulfill their original obligations. This remedy is used when monetary damages cannot adequately compensate for the breach, such as with unique property. Injunctions provide another important legal remedy for contract issues. An injunction is a court order that prevents a party from taking specific actions that would breach the contract. This stops actions like selling confidential information or violating non-compete agreements. Rescission offers a complete solution for certain contract problems. Rescission involves the cancellation of the entire contract, effectively voiding the agreement. This restores both parties to their pre-contractual positions, often due to misrepresentation or fraud. Ethical decision frameworks provide structured approaches for making moral business choices. These guiding principles help businesses navigate complex moral dilemmas and make ethical decisions. The utilitarian approach focuses on outcomes and consequences of decisions. This approach seeks to maximize overall happiness or well-being for the greatest number of people. The rights-based approach emphasizes fundamental human rights and dignity. This framework requires respecting individual rights and human dignity in all business decisions. The justice and fairness approach focuses on equitable treatment for all parties. This approach ensures equality and fair treatment in business practices and decision-making. Virtue ethics considers the character and moral qualities of decision-makers. This framework focuses on the character and moral integrity of the people making decisions. Stakeholder theory expands the consideration beyond just shareholders. This approach considers the interests of all stakeholders, including employees, customers, and the community. Entrepreneurial social responsibility represents the broader obligations businesses have to society. This concept goes beyond profit to include meaningful contributions to society and community well-being. Environmental impact addresses how businesses affect the natural world around us. This involves adopting eco-friendly practices and actively working to reduce carbon footprint and environmental harm. Economic development focuses on the broader economic contributions businesses make. This includes creating jobs, generating wealth for communities, and offering fair wages to employees. Social well-being encompasses community support and philanthropic efforts. This involves philanthropy, community support initiatives, and promoting education and social development. Employee welfare addresses the treatment and conditions of workers. This includes providing safe working conditions, fair wages, and opportunities for professional growth. Consumer protection ensures fair treatment of customers and clients. This involves providing safe, quality products and maintaining transparent marketing practices. Let's review the key takeaways from our discussion on legal and ethical frameworks. These essential principles form the foundation for sustainable and successful business operations. Compliance with business laws is absolutely crucial to avoid penalties and build trust with stakeholders. Intellectual property rights protect innovation, brands, and creative works from unauthorized use. Valid contracts serve as the backbone of business, ensuring that agreements are legally enforceable. Ethical decision-making builds strong reputation and ensures long-term business sustainability. Entrepreneurs have a social responsibility to contribute positively to society beyond just making profits. Operating legally and ethically safeguards business interests while fostering stakeholder trust.